Abortion restrictions and bans have now gone into effect in Pennsylvania's neighboring states to the west. And because of that, today Pennsylvania Attorney General Josh Shapiro fired what he called a warning shot to those states against trying to prosecute people who cross the border to get an abortion here. Good afternoon. I'm Janelle Stelson.
And I'm Jerry Gish. WGL News 8's Tom Lehman joins us live in Harrisburg with more on this. Tom.
Well, Jerry and Janelle, Attorney General Josh Shapiro said that he's following through on an executive order from Governor Wolf earlier this week that states if another state is trying to investigate somebody for coming across state lines to get an abortion, well, state agencies here in Pennsylvania simply will not comply. Shapiro was in Pittsburgh today. He was at an abortion provider that's reported a 1,000% increase in the demand for that particular service. And Shapiro says this is all because of the demand following the reversal of Roe versus Wade and new abortion laws going into effect in Ohio and West Virginia. There's been talk in some states of lawmakers there trying to pass laws to make it illegal for somebody to cross state lines to circumvent an abortion ban in their home state. Shapiro said such cases have not cropped up yet just here in Pennsylvania, but his office simply won't stand for it.
That if any attorney general, if any law enforcement official in any other state tries to mess with a Pennsylvania provider, they will have to go through us. We will protect them.
Shapiro also said that there's a law in place to prevent people from trying to block or intimidate people who want to seek an abortion from going to a provider. He said that there is a hotline in place if somebody wants to report an instance of that happening. We're bringing that number up for you on the bottom of the screen. In Harrisburg, Tom Lehman, WGAL News 8.